a different harmony. Those who share this hopeful landscape have come to understand that our lives are not separate from the land. No, our lives are not separate from this land.
When I look out at my fields, I don't see dollars. I see food for families.
We've tried to put a definition around a working landscape. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've seen?
Yeah, Mark said that the growing season wasn't really an issue here. I mean, he has greenhouses and stuff, and he grows extra produce throughout the summer so he can and dehydrate and preserve the food. But he also has meat, which is year-round, dairy year-round.
Big challenge is the growing season here. It's really tough to grow in 3 months or however long, and you only have a certain amount of time in being able to produce food for the winter.
So people have found ways around it too. So, that was, everyone thinks that it's the ultimate limitation, but I think we also saw today at Essex Farm some ways that they're getting around that, and Hub on the Hill too.
And we're really, really excited about this project here, the Hub on the Hill, and what it means for the region and its growing local food movement.
But he said one of the biggest issues is community involvement.
Right? How do you get locals to actually eat local food?
Our unapologetic desire to work harder and smarter and wiser. And I am an idealistic human being. I believe that life is this miracle that none of us really know why we're here. I mean, I have 2 young kids, and we're always laughing about which is more miraculous, that we're human beings or that there's any matter in the universe at all. Like, the bigger questions of existence tend to be revealed in a farm and in yourself as you farm. And so I think that excitement we have about being alive, period, is the starting place of why people come here. And I think the second thing that we do that attracts us to stay here and keeps people here is we're really brave. So when my families tell me, we've had enough tomatoes, yes, give us a couple more in late October, but we're sick of tomatoes, I don't go and harvest the rest of the tomatoes. I use them as a cover crop, I plow them up, and I plant my cover crops on time because I'm not looking at it as another $5,000. And that's so different. I think the exciting thing is, for the first time in many people's lives, the food that they're putting in their mouths becomes connected to the people that produce the food, and then hopefully to the soil and the ecosystem, the agro ecosystem that produced it. And that kind of storytelling where you're really eating from the land, from the weather of that season, from the farmers that grew it, from the cook who cooks it, to yourself, connecting all those parts, I think gives people a sense of health. Suddenly they realize that the sun fueled the soil to create the food that they ate.
We have the farmers and entrepreneurs in mind so that we are partnering with them to help expand their reach. Some of the barriers that we're addressing and overcoming are the shared resources, and that's one of the things that motivate us. We love to work together with other people to accomplish goals.
For a small farm or a startup to enter into a market, especially around value-added products. And so rather than it costing perhaps $30, $50, maybe even $100,000 to get your business going, for a pretty nominal rental fee, you could come and use that level of equipment, that cost of equipment here at the Hub for an hourly rate.
So this used to be a hardware store a number of years ago, most recently a self-storage facility. And so we've been slowly bumping it out to provide shared use spaces and resources for all of us to work together.
A fully licensed commercial kitchen, food storage, office space, and great opportunities to interact with other like-minded entrepreneurs in the area.
No, our lives are not separate from this land.